Hey guys, welcome to the chat. My truck is in the shop, the radiator is down, and we're getting it replaced. So I hope you guys are having a better day than I am. Got a Volvo semi truck, and I've been having a coolant leak, and it finally gave out late last night. And we took it to one of the truck stops, and they wanted like over $3,300 to replace it. So we found a repair shop here, and they're right on it. Fortunately for us, they're not too busy, so they got a couple mechanics working on it right now. They're draining the coolant on it to make it nice and not as messy. And by the way, it's a Volvo truck. It's a 2020. Has the Volvo engine in it. And for the last 2 weeks, I was experiencing a coolant leak. And we initially were told it was diagnosed as a lower radiator hose by a TA truck stop in Indiana. So they were not able to get the part because it was a dealer item and it was too far at the time. So they did do a pressure check on it and told us it was a small leak. So we were able to drive it, get the load taken care of, and then maybe possibly get addressed at a more convenient location. So went to the dealership, picked up the parts for it, and it turned out to be about $150 for the brand new lower radiator hose and special clamps, Volvo clamps for it. So we made it out to California and we had it rechecked because we were going to get the hose done. And the repair shop out there said that it was not the radiator hose. And they said it was the radiator. So I let my boss know about it. And since the leak was small, we discussed it. And one of the alternatives was to maybe try one of those liquid stop leaks for the coolant. So we gave that a shot, and surprisingly enough, the brand that I used was K Seal HD, little blue bottle, about 16 ounces. It was about $20. I got a chance on Friday, was it? I believe Friday, to go ahead and pick a bottle up at Napa that was in Kingman, Arizona. We dropped that bottle in there, ran it up to warm temperature, topped the rest off with water, and surprisingly enough, I gotta tell you, man, that thing worked for like 2,000 miles, all the way from Kingman, Arizona to here in Pennsylvania, and just it gave way last night after 2,000 miles. I mean, what else would you expect for $20? That stop leak worked for 2,000 miles. So it got us here. We thought we were going to be able to deliver the load, but it was a little bit short, you know. Hey Terry, how you doing? And welcome to the live stream. And for $20, that thing worked for like, gosh, 2,000 miles. You're talking Arizona, New Mexico, and it was pretty hot up there. You know, you're talking temperatures upward of 100 degrees, and it held tight. Didn't leak nothing till I got into PA last night. I stopped in near Youngstown yesterday, and oh, 25 years there, Terry. I appreciate it, you know. So you know what I'm going through. I'm sure you possibly went through this, unless you were fortunate to be driving brand new trucks and avoid it and having the warranty thing. My truck's a 2020 Volvo, by the way. We got about 500,000 miles on it, you know. So yeah, so my boss, because I'm just a company driver, he thought about maybe postponing the need of changing the radiator or getting another opinion. And that first bottle stop leaked 2,000 miles from Kingman, Arizona, all the way here to into Pennsylvania. So it worked really, really well. And then last night we actually tried another product because it was in the middle of the night and I thought I needed to deliver to make it to the receiver because you know brokers are and those appointments they get a little bit tough to reschedule because it's an Amazon load. Anyway, for $40 we tried that and within kind of minutes that second product worked as well, but the broker was being very strict and they wanted paperwork that we actually broke down. Since I bought it over the counter, I just had a product receipt and they weren't too happy with that. So we took it into the TA shop and they did another pressure check, so we got paperwork to forward to the broker so to help rescheduling the delivery appointment. And they gave us a nice bill quote of about $3,300. Unbelievable, $3,300 to replace the radiator. And I was there when she had the parts place on the speakerphone, and she asked what her price was, and I think their price was about 1,500 or something for it, and they marked it up to like another 700. They marked it up like 50% of it. So and they brought it up to about 2,000 something, and then their labor and whatnot. So they wanted $3,300. So boss didn't want to go for that because obviously we're gonna get ripped off on that. So we found a shop nearby here that, fortunately for us, they're not too busy, and they got two mechanics working on it right now. And you know, we're gonna get it done. They went to go ahead and get the dealer part because you have to pick it up at the Volvo, and that's about it. Figure we're stuck here, can't really do too much, you know. So you know, what can I say? You know, these things happen, you know. You really don't have AAA for trucks. So, you know, again, for the people just joining the chat, please like, share, and subscribe. You know, we welcome you as a new subscriber. If you would help me help my algorithm off, that would be great. We're very close to getting monetized. I think it just need about less than 400 more watch hours, and then we're making all the big money that all the YouTubers are making, you know. So they're working on removing the old radiator that burst, and they already ordered a new one, so they're saving time. They got guys picking it up, and they got guys over here working on it to get it done. Yep, so I've been having that radiator leak for a little while, you know. Ooh, who's Alvar? Alvar, okay. You're in the hospital in a car crash? Oh my God, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I hope you're okay. You know, since you're on YouTube, I guess you're waiting to get all fixed up there, but I hope nobody else was hurt in the accident, nothing like that.
Can I reach
Yes.
behind that to grab
Oh,
water?
sure,
I was gonna grab a warm one.
Okay,
I have ice. Thank you.
no problem. Alvar. So I hope you're doing better, man. Thank you for looking at the stream in the meantime, but it's important that you're doing okay. And not sure what the circumstances were with the car crash, but I hope nobody else was hurt. And it's just a matter of, you know, you getting yourself better. So God bless. So for you guys that just got into the chat here, my truck broke down. I'm a truck driver here in Pennsylvania, and the truck's radiator blew. We were having a little bit issues with it, so finally decided to go ahead and get it done, not to, to prevent any damage to the motor and stuff, because you're talking about 15 gallons of coolant. So, it's a big cooling system. It's real important to the truck. And when you're climbing these big hills here in Pennsylvania, it puts a big strain on it. So, motors aren't cheap. And what happens is you can blow a $10,000-$20,000 motor, and that's not cheap, and maybe even more, depending what it is with the labor and installation. So right now you can see these mechanics, they're working on removing the radiator. So it's a little tight space up there. But one of the mechanics able to get up on there and start unbolting stuff, It's going to turn out to be the job is going to be in the thousands here, obviously, but you can't. You got to prepare. You got to have a good maintenance fund on the side. Fortunately, I'm just a company driver, so I'm not the one on the hook for all this, but I do have the plastic to pay for it. So we did have a load that we were supposed to be delivering in New York. So that's definitely going to be delayed. So it has to be rescheduled. I see we got 6 people jumped up to 12. Guys, welcome to my stream here. My misfortune is your entertainment, and I have my semi truck here in the repair shop. They give me permission to video, so that's what we decided to do is make it a little bit entertainment here. We're getting our Volvo truck, the radiator, replaced. So they're still in the middle of removing the old radiator. So they have to disconnect, drain the coolant, remove radiator hoses, and all kinds of stuff here. So they're on it. They've been on it for it's over an hour. So they sent the other guy to go pick up the new radiator, and this is part of life. You have breakdowns. You can do what you can, and that's why pre-trips are really, really important. Every morning and every night, if you notice you have a coolant leak or a slow leaking tire, it's real important, guys, to do your pre-trip inspections. This way you understand the condition of your truck. Now, maybe you can't fix everything at that particular moment, but the thing is, you got to be aware, and so when can you schedule a repair, maybe after you're empty or whatnot. So it's real important. Things happen, but be wary. Fortunately, on this, I knew about this coolant leak for over a week, about a week and a half. When we first got it diagnosed, we were initially told that it was a lower radiator hose. So we went ahead and invested and got the dealer custom fitted lower radiator hose with the clamps. But then what happened is it wasn't the radiator hose, it was misdiagnosed. So they put a pressure check on it. So the second and third time they confirmed that it is a radiator, because it can get real expensive, and you just want to be prepared for that, because you can't predict where you're going to break down, but you can predict where you're going to get it fixed at, and that helps in the cost and stuff. By the way, that's a 2020 Volvo VNL truck, 760 with the Volvo engine, and the radiator is being worked on to get removed. It does have about 15 gallons of coolant there, so that's what they're working on, draining. They got a big bucket underneath there, draining all that coolant there. I'm pretty sure we're not going to recycle that. We're going to just go ahead and get new coolant in there. And they got the AC condenser off there. If you can see, they got it sitting right on top of the engine there. That's for the air conditioning. So they unsecured it, but they didn't disconnect it. This way, the AC system, we're not gonna have any need to recharge it or anything like that, as long as no damage to that condenser goes on, to try to keep the repair job as minimal as possible. Got multiple mechanics on here, looking to remove that radiator, that blown radiator. So that's what it's in the shop here. We got permission from the shop and their blessing to go ahead and videotape. So I decided to go ahead and stream it on the internet, try to be a little entertainment for you guys, and being aware that trucks do break down. It's got over 500,000 miles on it. It is a 2020, and these things happen, so you just got to be prepared. If you're an owner operator out there, this is like one of your worst nightmares that could happen. I mean, if you blow an engine, it'll cost you more. If you blow a transmission or a clutch or something like that, that could put you out for days. But this particular job is kind of cut and dry. You got to remove a radiator, you got to go get one, and it's a Volvo, so aftermarket ones are available, but in the vicinity that we're at, I think they're a little bit short on aftermarket ones, so it's going to have to be a dealer Volvo item. So they're on the works of going to pick that up right now. A little tight spot there. Let's see if we zoom on in, and there you go. Maybe it's a little bit more interesting there for you guys. Got all types of brackets, hoses, and that kind of stuff. So it's like a jigsaw puzzle. You got to take it all apart, and you got to know what you're doing, and make sure you don't lose any of the bolts or any of those parts, because those brackets secure it. So, guys, welcome to the stream right here. In case you're new to the stream, I'm John the driver. This is my channel here. I'm a truck driver, and my truck just broke down, so it's in the shop here. They're replacing the radiator, so they went ahead and got a new radiator that's on the way. My coolant system's about 15 gallons, so they're still draining it right now. And the breakdowns happen, guys. You got to be prepared. You never know what's going to happen. So you gotta have, if you're an owner operator, you gotta have funds to the side, so you can kind of like cushion the blow. For you guys that are running hard week to week, paycheck to paycheck, and you're owner operator, I can understand that hard times are hard and stuff. A setback like this could shut you down, maybe even put you out of business, as ridiculous as it sounds, because it's going to be a couple $1,000 job, and you're going to have that money, liquid or credit card, that you're able to throw this type of work on. So it's real important that you have good plastic with you, so you can charge it too. So if you guys running those old trucks out there, I see you, and God bless you. You're maybe got that truck paid off. You don't got a truck anymore, but you got to keep adding to your maintenance fund. It's got to be. You never know when you could be in a shop like this. Anything can pop up. Fortunately for me, though it still hurts me seeing this happen, is I'm just a company driver. So these repairs, this kind of stuff, I'm not on the hook for it. But it does affect me, because it keeps the truck from moving. But you don't wanna be driving a truck any further than it has to be till it gets repaired correctly. So we're here in the great state of Pennsylvania, PA, and got a local mechanic shop here. I'm gonna put all the information so you guys are aware. I did a little bit of a video in the beginning from the front end, and I did get approval from management here to go ahead and live stream. So we're doing good here. It's going to be definitely a couple-hour job. They're still working on taking the old radiator out. Let's zoom on in, and you can see it almost looks like a radiator, but that's the condenser. That's for the air conditioning. As you can see right there on top of the motor, they still have it connected, so this way you don't have to lose any Freon or have to refill it with Freon, because that could be a pain in the butt. So far, not too many issues here at all. There's the coolant should be just about drained. It's a 15-gallon coolant system here, and they're doing what they can. Fortunately for us, this shop today is not busy, and I feel bad for them because it's hard to cover your overhead expenses and stuff. But for us personally, it's actually a good thing because they have a couple mechanics that they can free up to work and get our Volvo truck up and running pretty quick. See you guys here in the chat. I see 13 of you guys. I appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind, I'd love to see that number 4 likes go up higher. We got 13 people. Maybe we could hit, double tap the glass, and let's get that like and subscribe buttons busy there. Tap them. I try to do good content. I'm a truck driver over the road. I've been driving trucks for over 20 years on and off, and been all over the United States. This load that I picked up was out of California, so we just left Cali. And now we're under an Amazon load. I got a couple stops, so it's still gonna be stressful, but the main thing is we gotta get this truck fixed, and a blown radiator, and that puts the brakes all the way on the truck, so. 2020 Volvo VNL. Maybe some of you guys gonna turn out to be a diesel mechanic, This is, you're seeing what's happening, a lot of nuts and bolts to get to that radiator. The only thing easier probably would have been to go ahead and remove that hood maybe, but let's see. Boy, it's nice to be running around brand new equipment and having warranty and going to the dealer, but we got over 500,000 miles, so the warranty done expired a long time ago. So who's gonna order some pizza for our mechanics here? Which one of my subscribers here, my viewers, gonna order the pizza? You guys look hungry. They work better on a better full stomach, I think. tough job being a mechanic, man. You gotta be fit, be climbing up on there, moving around. So fortunately, I guess the lead mechanic is on the thin side, so that's good. Man, he climbing up on there, you know. Guys, one of you guys, if you like the video, please hit the thumbs up. Maybe even subscribe. I pick up a few subscribers would be good. I'm close to getting monetized, so I only need a couple hundred more watch hours. So with your help, you know, help me get monetized, and I could do different things up on here, and help me get out of trucking, so I can do better videos, buy better equipment, you know, that kind of stuff. So would be awesome, you know. So guys, hit that like button and maybe consider subscribing as well, because I'm just a poor old truck driver. Poor truck driver with a breakdown. Under the truck. Big tire right there, right? Look at that tire. Those are 22s. I should have probably bought that warranty that Ice-T advertises, you know? You know? Should have bought that warranty. That would have been all right, you know? They would have paid everything. Instead, you know, we're gonna have a huge bill. Probably gotta go do a GoFundMe. Go pay for all this, you know? So who's gonna start with the first donation, you know? I had the donations and I lost like 10 viewers. Don't worry, guys. We're not going to do a GoFundMe. You know. Come on now. You know, we got it. That's why when you're a company driver, you don't take a hit for this kind of stuff, you know, but you learn. So this is the stuff that owner-operators go through. So if you're in trucking or thinking about getting in trucking and get your CDL, this is some of those nightmares that keep you up at night. You know, you gotta have a fund where you put money so you can cover these type of breakdowns and stuff. You know, you never know what'll happen. It can happen anywhere. But the fortunate thing is, if you do run brand new equipment, you know, they still under warranty. Ours just stepped outside of warranty because we got like 500,000 miles on it. So one of the last things I was able to get done free under warranty was the water pump last year. So that worked out pretty good. So it was a dealer service and parts. So again, Volvo, thank you last year for that water pump. Now we need a radiator, and Volvo says, I don't know ya. They don't know John. You need a Volvo radiator? We don't know you. Go to your local mechanic. So we're here in Pennsylvania. We broke down. We got the mechanics working on it right now. They're on the other side of the engine. I don't know if you can see them moving around over there. They're still working on loosening bolts and removing hoses and that kind of stuff. So draining the coolant. It's a lot of tedious work. You got to remove clamp by clamp, hose, coolant. Obviously, you got to drain the AC condenser, which is right on top of the motor right now. If you can look and you can see that. Look at that. This is the bad side of trucking. When everything's going good, you're making bank, you're making what, $3, $4, $5, $6, $7,000 a load. You kind of tend to forget this side of it, and this is where you gotta pay the mechanic. Gotta pay me. There's sometimes you have some good weeks and you forget about this, but this is what you need to prepare yourself for. Getting a brand new radiator installed here. So they're still working on getting this old one out. Got two mechanics working on it. Was he laying down on a job? We're paying him to lay down. Get up there. We need Mr. Slate in here cracking the whip. Get the guy a pillow. Right? Look at him. Gonna go get him a pillow inside the truck. He's rolling. Oh, he wants a blanket. How's he doing? Man, it's a good hiding spot. guys, please tap that glass. Tapping that glass equals like. If you're liking the video, greatly appreciate it. We got 7 people in the chat here, and welcome to the chat. Feel free to ask any questions. I'm here at the repair shop. My truck broke down, and it's a semi 2020 Volvo, and we're getting the radiator replaced. We got a couple mechanics working on it simultaneously together. Got 2 mechanics working on 2020 Volvo. We had the radiator blow, so I had a big leak, and they're working on replacing it. So right now they're still in the middle of removing the damaged radiator. They got people to go pick it up at the dealer. It's quite a ways away. We're stuck here. We broke down in Pennsylvania right off of Interstate Route 80. So Pennsylvania's a beautiful state here, and too good for a Radiator. A Radiator couldn't handle the hills here. What can I tell you? Loosening up the radiator supports, draining the coolant. Coolant's like 15 gallons. It's a 2020 Volvo VNL semi-truck. And late last night I broke down on the highway. Gosh, it's tedious getting to every single bolt, nook, and cranny. Get the tires on blocks of wood, so the guy can work freely underneath there. Guys, I definitely appreciate it if you guys would give the stream a thumbs up. Trying to grow the channel would be greatly appreciated, and maybe even subscribe. So if you're new to the channel, would be awesome. Double tap that glass. Guys, welcome to the stream. I'm here at the mechanic shop. Got issues with my truck, broke down late last night, and they're working on replacing the blown radiator, in the process of removing the old one. It's a Volvo truck. I got the AC condenser on top of the motor. I got it on wooden blocks, so it's up in the air, if you guys can see that. Would love to have you guys click the thumbs up, the like button here. Trying to entertain you with my stress here of being in a repair shop. So maybe I deserve a like. What do you think? We're at 4 right now. Who's gonna make it 5? Who's gonna hit the like? Let's make it 5. We're here in Pennsylvania in the United States here, so I don't know where you guys may be viewing from, but my truck broke down. So sad. Looks like we got it almost detached.
Yes, we have the pump. Just tell them yes.
Guys, if you're new to my channel, I'm John the Driver is the name of my channel. I'm a truck driver. I go to all 48 states and just film some of my adventures, This is live right now. My truck broke down. I'm in the repair shop. I have a Volvo 2020. They got multiple mechanics working on it right now. They are trying to remove the radiator. And they ordered a new one. A new one's on the way. So it's been just a few hours, and they're still taking the old one off. So that lets you know how much work is involved. Again, it's a Volvo VNL-760. The year is 2020, and I'm an over-the-road truck driver. We got the automatic transmission with the Volvo engine. I think it's the 12-speed transmission. Man, it feels crowded in that engine bay. Like finally getting it out. And they're removing the radiator on my truck. Can't stress again, guys, the importance of checking out your truck, checking the air and your tires, your oil, your coolant, your power steering. Because if you're low, if you're having to add something, that's letting you know that there's a problem somewhere, you know. And the issue here was we were experiencing a coolant leak for the last week and a half. Initially was diagnosed as a lower radiator hose, which is kind of music to your ears because a lower radiator hose, that's pretty inexpensive. So we went ahead and went to the dealership, to Volvo, and we ordered a fitted hose. Fitted hose means it's especially molded, so you can't go to a regular truck supply for it. It's a dealer item. So that hose we picked up was about 70, 80 bucks, plus the clamps, the special clamps with springs on them. The clamps cost almost more than the hose. I think we spent about 150 bucks between the new radiator hose and the two clamps. But now that money got wasted because the initial mechanic from TA in Indiana, he misdiagnosed it, and it wasn't the lower hose. The leak was near the lower hose, but what happened is it gave the illusion that it was the lower radiator hose when it wasn't. So that money got thrown out the door. Though we're gonna reuse the hose. I mean, we're gonna use the new one when we put in this new radiator. Anyway, they're almost done with removing it, so they're in here 2 hours just removing it. So it is a big job. It's very tedious because there's a lot of little snap-on parts, bolts, hoses, clamps, brackets, and it's like taking a big jigsaw puzzle apart, man. You sometimes when you put it back together, you're either missing pieces or you have extra pieces, and I wouldn't want to be the one doing the job. So anyway, for guys curious about me, I'm an over-the-road truck driver, 57, and we've been driving trucks for about 20 years now. Been to like all the states. And the state we're in right now is Pennsylvania. We're off Interstate 80. And we're under a load, so the load got delayed. We can't deliver it, so that's going to get rescheduled. The broker's hooping and hollering about that, saying that it may be a few days before they can reschedule, maybe even weeks, which I hope that's not the case. It's an Amazon load, so hopefully they need that product. And, they go ahead and get us a new appointment soon. But right now, we can't even worry about the new appointment because the truck is in the shop. As you can see here, got a couple mechanics working on it, and we got permission to go ahead and video stream them. So that's really good. My headache is your entertainment. What can I say? Guys, check your coolant, check your tire pressure, check your fuel, your windshield washer, your power steering. If your vehicle does use transmission fluid, you want to check that too. Check your hubs, because anytime you're low on something, that's your first sign. If you're low on something, it's going somewhere, guys. It just doesn't evaporate. So especially if you're adding something regularly to your I don't care if it's a car, if it's a pickup truck, semi-truck, is pay attention. Those are the signs. Your vehicle is trying to tell you that there is something wrong, you know. And just sometimes, you got a leaky tire, and you just go over to Wawa, Sheetz, or whatever gas station and get that free air, and you just keep adding air. You got to understand something is you're not fixing the problem, you're just addressing the symptoms. So adding air will, reinflate the tire, but you're not fixing the leak, unless your vehicle was sitting a while, you know, and it just needed air. You could have bad tires, you could have dry sidewall, which is seeping air out of it. It's not good. Just, guys, really pay attention. You know, those are the first signs. It's letting you know. Maybe you don't see a leak, but you smell a leak. Each item, like antifreeze leak, will make a certain smell. Okay, if it's an oil leak and it's burning, it'll make a distinct smell. So you're able to see that or smell that before you see it. So no, like if your brakes are burning up, people who've been behind a truck, you smell that stinky stuff. It's kind of like asbestos or whatever they're using in the brake pads. Your brakes are burning up. Something's wrong. You're over adjusted. Or you're not adjusted correctly, and certain parts of your brakes are working harder to stop that vehicle. Maybe you hear a metal sound, grinding sound. All this stuff is letting you know something's wrong. You hear funny noise. Maybe the noise goes away after a while, but maybe it's cold, the vehicle's warming up. Here's the boss man. Yeah. So he was, I think, supposed to go get the new radiator, so we're gonna see it. So we gotta hear the good word from him. So hopefully he'll come over here and talk to me a little bit so we know what's going on. Or maybe not. So. So it's probably gonna be overnight here, so I'm gonna have to go get a motel room nearby or something. I'm just so comfortable staying in the truck where all my shit is, but that's how it is. I think he's coming over here, so let's see what we got. No, maybe not. Is he? Yeah, there he is. Boss man, were you able to get the radiator?
I got it.
Oh, you got it?
I went 100 miles.
Hey, where'd you go, Newcastle?
Oh, no, all the way to Volvo. There's a different Volvo dealers,
Oh, really?
so not everyone has it. So I went all the way up to Brookville.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not too familiar and stuff. You guys been working 2 hours already,
And it's an
Yeah,
8-hour
it's,
job,
yeah,
6
I
to
could
8 hour job.
imagine it. All the
Because,
bolts and stuff,
It depends on what is that called? The truck. If this is
Right.
a Freightliner, it's a lot easier.
Really?
Volvo is
Yeah. I would, they said that like the Freightliners blow a lot, but the Volvos no. So I'm curious to see the damage on it,
yeah.
when it
Volvo,
comes out,
Yeah. But they'll done tonight.
Oh,
Six,
okay.
8 hour job. It's,
Yeah, no, I got you. There's no rushing on it and
yeah,
stuff.
because it's a radiator. we are putting a new antifreeze because your old antifreeze is no good, it's
Oh,
gonna
yeah, of
void
course
the
not.
warranty.
Yeah, no, you can't. I got,
How much the TA was charging?
I don't wanna say nothing, you know. Hopefully, you're gonna be better, you know. I'm the company driver,
I'm pretty
so.
sure 36 plus 300,
No,
3,000
it
plus.
it was less than that. you know.
3,000 plus.
Yeah, but,
I cannot believe less than 3 hours.
yeah.
Sorry, 3,000. It is way
yeah,
more than.
yeah. Well,
Because we are a local
I,
business, we know each other.
right, but see, we had a chance to fix this in California with the load that we had. And, they checked it, cause initially was the lower radiator, you know what I'm saying? So the hose, so TA, actually it was the petrol, they misdiagnosed it. So they couldn't, they pressure checked it, and the leak was near the hose, but it was above it. So it was wetting the hose, so the mechanic said it was the hose. So they couldn't get the part. So we went to Volvo, I have the hose, it's a fitted hose, so I got that, I even bought the Volvo clamps to figure, we're gonna fix it right. So, when we were in California, cause it was leaking, they checked it, pressure test, and it says, no, it's the radiator, you know? So my boss knew about it, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Small change, I have here, this one also.
I get worried there over the price is gonna be.
You need a big one or that's it? Let me get a small one.
These both are just too big. Because you can't go super high in here. We'll hit the ceiling.
Looks like they're getting ready to hoist the radiator out. They, got the chain around the radiator, the old one.
Brooke, slide it in.
Okay, looks like they got the forklift going on, and they're gonna put chains on the forklift, and they're gonna use the forklift to getting close to the windshield. Man, that's scary. So they're using the forklift like a cherry picker to go ahead and lift up the radiator, hoist it out of there vertically. Okay, the moment of truth. Getting ready to extract the radiator out of a 2020 Volvo truck. We're here at the mechanic shop. It's already been a couple hours into just trying to get it out.
You have tools? You ever get your stuff? Do you really think this is for us? Look at this shit.
That's the biggest they got. Yeah, you know how much time it's gonna take this shit?
It's pump for him as a pump, you know? That's a car pump.
In the picture, it looks a lot fucking bigger than that.
You don't need this, I'm gonna start getting the.
The picture looks a lot bigger.
I know, you don't need it. What I can do is, instead of taking the tank freeze from our tank, I'm gonna go buy the gallon water. Right? Yeah, I'm gonna go buy the, like, 15 gallons, 20 gallons, so you need a tank because it's got a gear. And,
Alright, then I'll be back with the antifreeze. Because, then I'm gonna order another pump something, because I don't have a pump stuck out from the bigger one.
of work, guys, to remove this radiator. They're actually using a forklift, and they got the radiator chained up, and they're gonna be lifting it up. So, they're loosening another few more things. All right, looks like he's ready to lift it up. Okay, the moment of truth here, guys. You're experiencing it live here at a repair shop in Pennsylvania. You should be lifting it up. I don't know how high it's going to be able to go. Somebody always calls at the bad time, right? Let's see. Should be going up. This is going up. Lifting that radiator up. Hang on. Hold on a second. So while you got it, can you keep it like that a second? Just want to look at this. We're using something like that. Okay, guys. Okay, you guys gonna be able to see right where the leak was. Right here. This normally would be in the truck, and the leak was coming from right around in here. Could have been the edge, even a little bit higher. You could see, and that's where the problem was. And there's no fixing it. The way you fix it is just replace it there. So, guys, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'll even get, I can't get a picture of it, but that's cool. I appreciate it. You could see, this, there's no, it could even been here, like the bottom tank, the crimp point right here, and the pressure, but it is what it is. You need me to hold it or anything?
No, that's it.
No, good. Okay, very, very good, okay. Okay, guys, we got it out of the truck here. It's lucky when you got a forklift around, it helps. Just take a quick look in here, see how it looks. That's it, without the radiator in there. Check the other side out real quick. And this is over 2 hours just to get to this point. So there's a lot of nuts and bolts got to get removed there. If you guys want to see. Let's see. Can't get the light on, but gonna see. That's what it is. Not a lot of room to work with. You know, that's some of the stuff there. It's part of comes with the territory. You know, you want to make the big bucks. When you got a breakdown, you got to get it taken care of. There you can see a lot of the old coolant that was building up there coming from that bottom right side. Need a lower radiator hose. Got a little buckets there to drain. Okay, maybe we'll replace that lower radiator hose too. So it is, you know, over 2 hours just to get it out. So, cool. Bum, 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 bum. Here we go. We got the brand new one right here. Some of the numbers on there. So it's not cheap. Comes out, it's gonna be really expensive. There we go. And we're using the brackets and stuff like that. That's how it is. Good. Awesome. Alrighty. Well, guys, we're gonna take a little bit of break now. Gotta make some phone calls, give my boss a status up on the job. So, guys, like I can't stress the importance of, you know, there's little signs, noises, or smell that, you know, your truck, car, you know, even motorcycle, you know, if there's something out of the ordinary, a sound, a smell, you know, don't just let it go by, or, you know, even if it's simple as an air leak and keep adding air to a tire, it's trying to tell you that there's something wrong. You know, tires don't normally leak air. So, you know, radiators don't normally, the coolant system doesn't leak. You know, if you're losing oil, there's a reason. You're burning it, you know, going through the exhaust system, or smell something, the gas leak, excuse me. And all this stuff is very, very important. You know, you may not be able to fix it right away, but it lets you know to pay attention and get it checked out, get it diagnosed properly, you know, because if not, it could be real, real expensive. There's our new radiator right here. And, oh, it comes with the whole thing. That's good. So you don't have to mess with that. That's good. Now, I do have that new lower radiator hose with the clamps. If I guess it's a good time to just slap it in because we already had bought it. Here's the old one again. So, go ahead and see outside here. See, we dropped our trailer. Shop is really, really nice shop. Pretty clean here. Fortunately for us, they're not too busy today. Unfortunately for them, you know, so beautiful Pennsylvania here. Guys, they even have a driver's lounge. It's not too hot today, which is really good. We dropped our trailer down there. So they're saying that it's going to be done tonight. I'm thinking otherwise. I don't want to really rush it. So I think there's a motel nearby over here. But, you know, this is things you don't want to plan on, but it happens. And fortunately, I have a good boss that is going to go ahead and get this taken care of ASAP, like we are. We're in a shop. And today it's one thing, tomorrow's something else. You just got to keep your head up and keep it trucking, keep the wheels turning, because that's how the bills get paid. Big radiator. So there's always something on the trucks, you know. You can have a brand new one. Doesn't mean it ain't gonna break down 10 minutes after you leave the dealer. Truck. Even got a pit here for oil changes too. So this is a kind of like a full service shop. Nice. Oh, they even got a service truck too. It's cool. Man, we're off the beaten path for sure. It was TA truck stop down the road, but I'll tell you, man, the prices are really crazy, and we really didn't entertain that for too long. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. We only got 4 likes. If you guys would, I greatly appreciate it. You guys can hit the thumbs up on it. All you got to do is like double tap the glass, your phone, the screen there, and you double tap it, hit the screen, and let's pump up those likes. Just trying to bring you guys better content and stuff. And beautiful here in Pennsylvania. Really nice. That's what it's all about. Not too many shops got a forklift, and that thing ain't cheap. But, I don't know why, but I think that radiator is not the same one. Go ahead and put this back up on here. Guys, I want to thank you for visiting the channel here. They got a little driver's lounge over here. So, gonna relax. I was charging the phone. And let's get this cord in there. Got a nice long cord. Put it up on there. Good. Got that phone charging up. But there's my truck. The repair shop, getting the radiator taken care of here on my Volvo truck. After 2.5 hours, they got it. They finally got the radiator out. Guys, tap that glass. Let's pump up those likes. I'm here suffering. The truck's in the shop. You know. Big garage doors. Really good. There's the top of the engine with the condenser. It is what it is. So guys, I think right now I'm gonna end the stream. really, really appreciate it. I give you guys posted. Again, they just completed taking the old radiator out. They got the new one there, but looks like a couple holes. I don't know. Radiator looks a little different. Don't think it's the same, but who am I? I'm just a driver. You know, I drive the thing, make the videos, entertain the YouTubers. And all I ask, you know what I ask for? Is I ask for like, share, and subscribe. Guys, please hit that like button if you want to support the channel here for me. We're really close to getting monetized, and that would be so good. I have a lot of plans of ideas that I'd like to do because I'm not going to drive a truck forever, but while I'm out here, I try to make entertaining videos about everything from truck repairs like you're seeing today. Also, eating, places I've been through, seen it, you know, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And right now, you're experiencing it all right now. So, I'm expecting possibly some bad news, you know, right? You're saying, well, what more bad news can you have? You got your truck in the shop. Got it all apart. Look at that. There's a couple of pieces here. Used to be a radiator right there. That's the front of it. That's the front of the grill. Front. Hood's open. All I need is Lamborghini doors, right? Got them on the wood blocks there. There's the fuel separator, the water separator there. So we got some coolant down there from the leak originally. You can see it. All that coolant. Volvo VNL-760. So you see a lot of the stress that us truck drivers go through, man. You know? Then we gotta deal with all them four-wheelers. Volvo. Very stressful. These are my fuel tanks right there. I think they're about 100 gallons each. Got one on each side. Got a little catwalk there. A dually. Got multiple axles there. Tires look like they're in good shape. Could use a wash. Here's my fifth wheel. That's what holds the trailer, if you see right there in the middle. Right there, that locks it in. That locks in the trailer. I never used that, but I guess that's for when you're pulling dualies. A lot of tools. There's my load bar. Got them on lockdown. There's my other fuel tank right there. That's part of the truck too. And you guys getting the tour. You guys getting the Tour de France over here. The Tour de Sweden, because it's a Volvo. I don't know. Let's see what happens here. Not sure. Well, guys, I think, like I said, I think we call it a wrap here. I really appreciate you 13 folks there checking in with me. Please hit the like button, hit that thumbs up. Let's pump that up. Can we get 10? Can we make it to 10? There's 13 of you in here. Can we hit that a little bit, pump it up? Help out a truck driver with a bad radiator. That's the brand new one. Like the cartoon used to say, bleep, 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 bleep. That's all, folks. There's nothing to see here. Okay? Please disperse. Disperse. You know? Okay, I think they're coming and back. All right, guys, let's go. All right, well, the mechanics are back. Let's give them a little breather, guys. All right, God bless. Be safe. You know, getting new subscribers now. Coming on in. Please check in, hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Everything good with that radiator?
Yeah.
Okay, it looked a little different to me. I don't know why.
Because OEM, they come all the same.
Right.
So it has two fittings at the bottom.
That get capped off, I
Yeah,
guess, or something.
They don't even have to be capped off. It's for standard shifts.
Oh, okay, for the coolant.
Yeah, you
Right.
have an external oil cooler
Oh, nice, nice.
because it's an automatic.
Right, right, right.
They all are.
Okay.
So, but on a standard, it would have went right into the radiator right there. That's the
Right,
difference.
right, right. Okay, okay.
So those plastic caps just stay on there and that's it.
Gotcha. Yep, because nothing's gonna go in it.
Yeah,
Okay.
aftermarket, it'll be like that.
Right,
It'll look
right.
Exactly the same, but all the OEM stuff all comes factory, however it is for all trucks.
Right, right. Gotcha. As long as it'll work, you know. I didn't know. I forgot about the automatic and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah, no, that's, I want to call my grandfather.
Was a manual one, since it has that, does that one cost more than the automatic one?
Honestly, I have no idea. I
Right.
don't know the difference in prices.
Okay, okay. All right. All right, let's wind it down here, guys. All right. Okay, really gotta wind it down. Okay, guys, we'll pick it up later. You guys bless. Thank you for visiting the channel. And please hit the like, share, and subscribe there. And I really, really appreciate it.